Good afternoon. It's Courtney here from Made Architecture and Design with another week in review. It is Friday, January 12th, and this is the 1/7/18 weekend review. So last weekend, we got a family trip to IKEA. It was raining on Saturday, so I took the little one down to IKEA and bounced around a little bit. I ran into a fellow architect there from architecture school, so that was fun. And then Sunday was church and family time, something we really enjoyed doing. Monday, getting into the studio. We actually got the YouTube channel set up on Monday, the channel you're seeing this video on now. And so that was marketing Monday, marketing mornings. I'm not sure what we're going to settle on for that. And hopefully more than just Monday. And got the YouTube channel up and running and getting these videos posted to it. So that's really exciting. It's a big step. It's something that I've been thinking about for a long time and wanted to do for a long time. So I'm glad to finally do that. Also had a meeting that afternoon for a teardown rebuild project that we have. Really have been kind of pushing along with the owner in a certain direction, and they approached me and said they thought they wanted to change directions. They're really kind, great owners, and great clients. And really what they wanted to talk to me about was if they shift directions, do I still want to be involved in the project? And the answer is yes I do. And so trying to figure out how to best accommodate them and best work with them moving forward, trying not to throw a wrench in the spokes, and to reassure them and help them along through the process and be a resource for them. So that was Monday. And then I have a small project with an interior designer. I shouldn't say that's not a small project. It's a commercial project with an interior designer. They're going to renovate the ceiling, just the ceiling. They've already done some furniture and carpet, and now they're going to update the ceiling. It's a 7,000 square foot dining hall that they have. And so she didn't have capacity to take it and reached out to me. And so I'm working on that with her. And then Tuesday, I had a lunch meeting with a residential contractor who he and I actually knew each other from church 10 plus years ago. He's been in some different kind of career trajectories and is back into home building now. And another home builder set us up. And so he and I got lunch on Tuesday, and that was great. And then I did more work on the reflected ceiling plan for the dining hall as well. And then on Wednesday, I have a project with a client. It's a growing family, and they're doing an owner suite. So they're adding a master on main. So they'll end up with a double master configuration. And, I say this, there are no small projects, no simple projects, no easy projects. And this is a perfect example of that. And the owner called me over and said, hey, we have some other ideas. I said last week that I'd gone and presented them some options. And it's about 400 square feet, and I came up with 4 different ways to achieve their goals, and they took those and really modified them and came back to me with even more options. And so I sat down with the wife on Wednesday to go over what she thought were options, and we spent 3 hours just working through 400 square feet of arranging this and cabinetry here and the tub here, and we went round and around in some cases and came to a really reasonable conclusion in the end. It took a while, and that's why I say there are no easy projects, no simple projects, no straightforward projects. It's 400 square feet with a shed roof, 2 new walls. It really it doesn't look like much, but when you get into the details of it and being able to position all of these things, she had a specific requirement of having a makeup counter. Like, she wanted a vanity, not with a sink, where she could sit down and do her makeup and stuff. And that's a really highly specific requirement, and that's why my business is built around what I term it, being thoughtfully made. Like, she's a unique individual, unique creation, and she wanted a specific space for herself to be able to do something that she enjoys doing. And so it takes time and care and intention to be able to do that. You don't get those things by accident. So that's why we do things the way we do them. So that was Wednesday, a good chunk of Wednesday meeting with her. Thursday morning, spent more time working on marketing stuff, more YouTube stuff, trying to get our media really ramped up for this year. It takes a lot to do that. And I had lunch with a fellow architect, former coworker. Her and I haven't connected in a long time. We used to work together. We actually worked together at two different firms, and just really is one of my favorite people that I've ever worked with. And so her and I got lunch, and ended up spending 2 hours sitting at lunch talking and chatting and catching up and talking about how she runs her business and I run my business, and if there's any overlap in places we could help one another and things like that. And so that just was really, really great. She's kind of in a similar stage of life as I am, and so it was just really nice to have somebody to talk to in the profession, to connect with. And so I was really happy to reconnect with her, and hopefully we'll be able to keep going forward, meeting more regularly. And then Friday, I had lunch today with a mentor of mine, and I cannot overstate the importance of having these people in your life who can really hear your struggles, hear your successes, give you wisdom. They've been there, they've gone ahead of you, and they're in a maybe similar industry or business, and they just have great wisdom and advice to offer. They're there for help. They'll answer the phone when you call. They'll respond to your text messages. They don't care if you're up or down or successful or failing, whatever it is. I cannot overstate the importance of having these people in your life. So I'm extremely grateful for this guy. He spent a long lunch with me talking through some of the stuff that's going on in my business and where I'm at and what I'm seeing and what I'm dealing with and how I'm dealing with it. And he had some really encouraging and wise words to share with me. And so this is not architectural, but if you don't have a mentor, find a mentor. It is well worth your time to do that. So that was my Friday. I've got a little bit of time left here in the studio today where I've actually got some revisions to make to that owner suite, and I'm going to send some drawings out for the ceiling in the dining hall. So that'll wrap up my Friday. It's been a good week, a busier week kind of outside of the studio than I normally would expect. But that's great. I need to be out there talking to people, meeting people and things like that. So that's my week. And I look forward to the coming week and the weekend with my family. I hope you guys have a great weekend and have a great week next week. I'll be back next week with another week in review. Like and subscribe if you're interested, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comments below.